My name is Rishabh Jain and I graduated from the British School in 2008 and I believe we were the second batch that completed the IB program. After leaving the British School, I went to read economics at the London School of Economics. I graduated in 2011 with a first class degree with honours and received an award for being the highest scorer for 3 years in a row. During my time at the LSE, there were several times when I toyed with the idea of studying further after my undergraduate degree. But 1 year before I graduated, I ended up getting a job offer from Goldman Sachs to join their investment banking division in London. I'm currently a director at Advent, which is one of the largest private equity firms globally. My specific role is to look after our capital markets business across Europe and Asia. Private equity buyouts or leveraged buyouts, as they are known, are M&A transactions with high amounts of debt financing or leverage. A large part of my role is to source this leverage from the global financial markets. Ever since I was a teenager, I wanted to work in finance. I started my career, as I mentioned, in investment banking at Goldman, and I worked there for a decade. Within Goldman, I worked in several teams, and I'll throw some jargon here. I worked in a team structuring risky or junk debt for highly leveraged companies. I worked in a team selling this debt to institutional investors, and I worked in a team structuring securitizations or collateralized debt obligations. If any of this is interest to you, The Big Short is a great movie to get familiar with it. The IB curriculum is structured in a way where you are forced to juggle several subjects, several assessments, several projects, all under time pressure. And it also forces you to think independently and out of the box. In the workplace, what hits you like a sledgehammer and what surprises you is the need to have a strong set of softer skills. What was really valuable for me was the ability to multitask under pressure and be analytical, be able to think on my feet. I think IB students are better rounded, both from a knowledge perspective as well as in terms of having softer skills. I've always said this, the British school promotes individuality. There is no one-size-fits-all approach that's taken, and students are not forced to be a certain way or mold into a certain profile. For me personally, the British school encouraged me to be independent and also confident in whatever I did. I have several fond memories, but if I had to pick one, I would say it was being president of the school. At that point in time, it felt very cool, and you felt very important. I'm in touch with my classmates, teachers not as much as I would have liked, partly because I moved to London 17 years ago, but I put my hand up, that's a terrible excuse. That said, I have good friends which I made during my school years, and they were with me during some of the most formative years in my life, and I'm obviously grateful for that and in touch with many of them. Finance, it's important to know, is not just about the numbers, but having an understanding and a real feel for how those numbers shape businesses or economies. I think, similar to most things in life, to be successful in finance, you have to really enjoy what you do. And for someone wanting a career in finance, it's important to go in eyes wide open. It involves hard work, it demands emotional resilience, and it demands a huge amount of perseverance. But at the end of it all, if all goes well, it can be very rewarding. I'd say work hard, remain focused, but never lose your individuality. That is what really defines you. Everyone should decide what individuality looks like for them and then just own it.